Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you're all keeping well. As I always say, it's so good to come your way again today. Now, the rains are here in this part of the world. It's rainy season with the good that rain brings. For some people, it's a bother because they have homes that experience mold. What I mean by this is there are some homes that the builders did not take some factors into cognizance, and so you have what you call wet walls, okay? About 2 to 3 feet above the ground level. From the ground level upwards is wet. I mean, you could literally see it wet. It looks damp. It looks soaked, okay? And because of that, sometimes the walls begin to crumble. Now, with all that comes molding. You know, when you live in a house, you have many things that are placed against the wall, and then when the walls are wet and they come in contact with these things, sometimes even if they don't come in contact with anything, they just start to mold on their own, especially when the house is not well aired. Okay, you don't have many windows, and so the house, inside the house, does not air properly. You have a case of mold. Now, mold can be quite unhealthy for us. Some people experience allergic reactions like sneezing, rashes, and so on. Some people also experience coughing when they're around moldy areas. So, to prevent these and to keep your environment free from mold, I'd like us to look at this solution that I prepared because I lived in a house that had a case of wet walls. And so I looked for solutions and I tried quite a few and came up with this remedy that worked for me. So it just might work for you. Now, the ingredients for my mold solution is 1 medium-sized lemon, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 50 ml of vinegar, and a 200 ml spray bottle. You would also be needing a bowl and a spoon for preparing your solution, as well as a sieve for taking out particles that may come from your lemon and so on. Now, the way to make this solution is the first thing you want to stir your baking soda in 50 ml of water. Stir it thoroughly until it's all dissolved. Now, the reason that you are stirring this until it's well dissolved is so that you avoid clogging of your sprayer. You know, that nozzle that sprays it out. If you still have sediment in your solution and it goes through the hole, it just might block that hole. It just might clog the hole. Okay, so you want to stir your baking soda in water until it's totally dissolved. If it's not totally dissolved, if you can't get it all out, then you have to rely on your sieve or your strainer. Then you may have to use a cloth so that you're sure that it's not getting any sediment into your solution or into your bottle. Now, the next thing to do is squeeze and strain your lemon, remove all the particles, the seeds, and so on. The next is add your baking soda solution. Now, your baking soda solution that you have dissolved, add it to the lemon and stir. Now, add 50 ml of vinegar to this solution and stir. You may want to do another round of straining just to make sure that you have every particle out. And then you pour this entire solution into your spray bottle, and then you can shake it from time to time. So this is your solution. So what you do is that you spray directly on the mold. Get a very good sprayer so that as you spray, it reaches a wide range. Okay, so you can spray directly on the mold, the moldy areas where you can see them, or sometimes you can even perceive them. Even if you don't see them, you perceive this off smell. Okay, it's a bit choking for some people. So just at the walls, behind your chairs, whatever it is that's leaning against the walls, try and move everything leaning against the walls as far as possible, depending on the space you have in your house. But if you have space, fine, move everything away from the walls. Okay, but if you don't have enough space, just move it about 5 to 10 centimeters away from the wall. Okay, and then spray behind, spray on the wall, and spray in the space behind your sofa. Okay, this solution is not harmful, so you can spray as many times as possible and you don't have to leave the house. So spray directly on the mold or the area that you see the mold or where you can smell them, and then in the hidden areas that are likely to get damp. Okay, you may not think of it, but just go around the house and look for the hidden areas that are likely to go damp. Now, if the place is tiled from ceiling to floor, you may not really bother about that area, but the area that is just your plain walls, you may want to spray the solution on it. Now, this solution is also safe to spray on your sofa. If part of your sofa or bed or something is molding, what you can do is dilute a cup of bleach in a bowl of water and then take your napkin and dip it in that solution, squeeze it and wipe your sofa, wipe your settee. Okay, wipe it all over. It will dry. Don't make the bleach too concentrated so that it doesn't bleach the fabric of your sofa. You can test it with a hidden corner. Okay, if it bleaches your fabric, the fabric of your sofa, you may want to stop on that. Okay, but if it doesn't, just do that. The bleach also helps in cleaning out the mold. Okay, so use your napkin that's been dipped in the bleach solution, squeeze it out, and then use to wipe all over your sofa or your couches, even where you sit. Okay, you may want to leave it for a while to dry off. So after doing this, you can then deal with the walls and other areas with your mold spray. So this worked for me. I hope this works for you as it worked for me. Okay, so get rid of all that mold. Remember, it's not healthy for you. You want to breathe in healthy air and not break out with allergic reactions. So from me to you, stay safe, stay well, and God bless you.